thought we were already live.
Yeah.
I just said some really intelligent things.
Yeah, stuff that
I said Mr.
People
Beast at
pay
the start
for.
of the podcast. That gets us reach. President Trump, Joe Rogan. Conflict chocolate. Is Cadbury a conflict chocolate?
What do you mean by conflict?
Well, there's like conflict diamonds where they get stolen, or no, they get mined in conflict, I think.
Not sure.
Huh? Leonardo DiCaprio? Is he still banging 24-year-olds?
That's too old. 21. Welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen,
62?
to 63. Episode 63 of this Easter edition.
What about this egg? This is completely hollow like you.
Wow. Oh, they're still nice and cool.
We've been in the fridge.
Ah.
Are you a fridge chocolate guy?
I don't normally eat chocolate, but this year the Easter chocolate's been tasting really nice.
You're getting older. You'll have a dad bod.
Maturing.
Like a mold on a spaghetti bolognese.
I was thinking more like a fine wine, but
Happy Easter.
happy Easter.
Are
You
you
excited?
someone that believes that Jesus was put on the cross?
I'm not, but I'm not going to stop other people from believing. So
Well, I'm a big believer that if you don't believe in God, then you should not celebrate Easter,
that's
and
fine.
you should not be eligible for public holiday pay, and everyone should come in here and work.
Well, unfortunately, the government doesn't think that way. But I'm happy to come to work on Monday because, Clint, why do we want to work this weekend?
Because we are having a 20% off sale, store-wide, asterisk, doesn't include agency products.
So if you've been eyeing off a product or two, or three or four,
Or a full load pack.
yes, it will be available at
I'm going to take my socks off,
lawnhub.com.au.
so
However,
sorry for the smell.
if you do want early access, make sure you are subscribed to the text and the email line, or is it just text?
Text and then an hour later email.
Okay, so make sure.
So if you want to protect your phone number for, close family and friends and dick pics, then don't send it to us.
No, because Dylan has access to them.
And Dylan will make you famous in Indonesia,
Mm-hmm.
where he is known as the bad guy.
Duh. And he won't pass down the royalties. He keeps them all for himself.
I get 8%.
You guys are getting paid?
All the fluffers get 8%, don't they? That's what they told me.
We've got obviously a nice photo there on the TV.
Media department's mentally checked out for the
Yeah.
week. So that's what we got. I'm just trying to see how many people have signed up to the text waiting list while we've been live. Anyone that's interested in an update on golden showers, the water company that I emailed last night have a minimum order of 20,000 litres. This would be one of 40,000 cans if we did that. So I'm guessing it's going to be a $1.30 or $1. I'm not willing to commit $40,000 to a water company right now. 122 people have signed up to the Easter text subscription thingamabobo.
Well, that's good.
That's 122 more people
Then
that are going to get to buy high quality South Australian family owned and operated lawn care business product. Now, Dylan should have sorted out the audio. I probably need to open restream it.
Oh, yes.
How many people are going to watch the podcast today, Dylan?
So far.
Well, that's not really what I asked you, but that's good. I think we need a new laptop for Clint.
Yeah, 3 years. Over 3 years is a good effort for something
That I touch.
that you touch, yeah. Like, technology-wise. Like, I've seen
You're not talking about penises.
No, I've seen a phone bend in half, and that's still
Is this
working.
it?
That's it. Yeah.
This is the one that I didn't lose in Malaysia. Jesus Christ, what country are you in? Mexico.
Mexico.
Speaking of Mexico, I need to get Isaac this bottle of rum so that he can
Which was also made in South Australia.
can feel real, drown the pain,
Acre 90,
feel real. What is going on?
96. It's a 96
Or am I the only one that
score.
drowns the pain with alcohol?
I would save thousands of people, possibly even millions of people around the world, drown the pain with alcohol.
Nah, at least a Billy. Hey, Dylan, I need you to tell me how to log into Restream it because it hasn't got it. Maybe don't do it publicly. Is it your email address?
Yes.
All right.
Didn't you pass it last time?
I don't know. Is that something I would do? My laptop's playing in a pretty edgy space at the moment.
Where it could go across the table.
Yeah. What is it called? Restream it.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan sent it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got it right here.
There we go.
Launch. Let's get ready for the launch. Can we play the launch without we won't get in trouble? Yeah. Can we do that without getting in trouble?
Duh.
Sign in. It's got the password. It just hasn't put your email address in it. This is fucking great.
Quality.
Bard at
Lawnhub.
You know, I never
Pro.
bothered to learn to touch type
Touch type.
or like type fast. Is that touch typing?
I'm not sure.
I never bothered to learn it, and I feel like I'm regretting it. But I also never bothered to learn Excel at a high level, and I've just seen
you still manage.
well, AI's now
Yes.
prompt in Excel. So Lawnhub Live at lunch. We could have called it Lawnhub Live at lunch before Easter. Yeah, I know. Look, you do you, man. Put that on the whiteboard for next time.
I would argue that I've learnt more at Excel working for this business than I did at 12 years of schooling.
You did 12 years in school?
Yeah, all the way from reception year 12.
Based on what I know about your knowledge, I can't trust that.
Well, I was the first one in my family to graduate year 12.
I didn't graduate year 12.
Like actually get a fucking
What did you do?
certificate.
You did year 15 or something? He's not listening.
No,
I think he's on
he's
holidays,
pretending again.
Dylan,
He is on holidays.
Are you, Dylan, did you finish, you did a university degree?
I did.
A cut and paste one? Colouring in and stuff?
Yep.
Digital media? This is what you get if you do the universities.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's a New Zealand university.
which, as I said on Facebook, is evidence that we are an equal opportunity employer because we hire minorities.
We hired diversity as well. We got so many diversity.
Well, Kira has a university degree, which is a minority.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yep.
from New Zealand. That's a minority.
The dirtier, the better.
Now, we haven't really worked out what we're doing in this podcast.
No, we're just going to wing it again. But Gather Round 2025 has been and gone.
Yeah. So, have we heard any more? Did we get any backlash about my criticism of Tasmania? I've stayed off the socials.
There's been a few comments, and mainly mainly along the lines of what you thought of Tasmania
Is what Melbourne thinks of it.
thinks. Ain't nobody got time for that. Which is fine. It was good to see some Victorian commentators on the weekend say that Gather Round can't go anywhere. It has to stay in South Australia because we put on such a good event.
The more I've thought about it, the more that makes sense.
Well, we spoke about it last week, which you were very, very against. But obviously Tasmania doesn't have the infrastructure just yet.
Or the population.
Victoria has Gather Round every second week.
How do I get the comments, Dylan?
You got to hit the chat function.
Top right.
The one that says chat.
Oh, we got one follower.
Kira.
Love the glasses.
It's a very sultry photo, Kira. I don't know if that's not safe for work. What are going on there? What's going on there?
The only state that it could probably go to is New South Wales.
But they don't like AFL.
No, but that's right. That's,
That
To
could,
try and-
that could raise a problem.
get more people. Who was I speaking to? I
The
feel,
mayor of Gawler,
no, I feel really bad now. I was having a conversation with someone that went to Gather Round.
the lady that's from Geelong.
No. And they said that there was
I'm not sure I need to eat any more chocolate.
a couple from Texas coming through.
Fuck off, just
and-
to watch football.
And they went, no, but they were in Adelaide and they're like, I think it might have actually been Matt that told me that he knew someone that, anyway, so yeah, New South Wales could potentially be the only place it goes, but Gather Round is here for what, another year at least? Or 2 years?
No, we've got one more year.
Yeah,
But
locked in until
Malinascus,
mm-hmm.
fucking dude gets the deals done,
he
mate.
does.
So, you know what he should do a deal with? He should do a deal with WaterPro to design the irrigation system for the North Adelaide golf links.
Yep.
Hey, Tyson says nice shirt. Thanks, Tyson. Tyson gave me this. Tyson's my friend. You like it?
Yeah.
He's my friend, so he gave me this shirt. We met through the creator of this brand.
I can't take him serious with those glasses. I've really
Oh, I
tried.
bought you something. For it as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
And I don't know. We We never worked this out if this is a nose or a tail, but I think you can wear it as a nose.
That's horrendous.
Well, it's not going to fit around my waist. Fucking doesn't fit
Unless
around my
it's
head.
for a kid.
I mean, I've got the fucking brain of a child. Do I look like a rabbit? Yep. All right, we're all good.
I like this. It's good.
It doesn't fit my head properly. Obviously, you've got a lot less restrictions on the end of
I
your
haven't
head.
got as much hair as you.
Yeah,
so.
I can't wear that. That's not going to work. So we bought all this stuff to make Easter ads, and I wasn't in the mood. I was in a bad mood, wasn't I?
Oh, you're just busy?
No, Dylan wanted to film, and I was like, I'm not in the mood. Oh, you can bend the ear.
Yeah, I bent it. So like.
Wow, that's cute.
Yeah.
It's super cute. All right.
Don't you make me blush.
Oh, we need to watch Instagram as well, don't we? So, do we have a plan for the podcast today, or was it just?
Well, I mean, I was talking about gather round, and then I was going to go on to the next subject. Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously, Port Adelaide put on a fantastic display for their fans on Sunday night.
That's right. I had an anxiety attack during that game. I was so hyped up about it.
Yeah.
I had to go to bed.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. No, it was actually. I went to bed at half time because I was tired. But Hawthorn did put on. It's interesting. So the footy, like the AFL, what was it, like the couch or something, put together a report card for
The casting couch.
Put together a report for gather round, and the Crows were given a C+, which I thought was a bit harsh considering that they were with Geelong for majority of the game.
Yeah, the majority being 51%.
Right, and then Port got an A+, but they got thumped in the second half. So I know the damage was done, but I thought maybe not an A+.
I don't know if I watched the Crows, but fuck me, if the footy ball
Footy ball
of the Australian footy ball was played like that game was played, I would watch every game.
Yeah. And I mean, that, when was it, like 3 or 4 years ago, the AFL did a restructure with picks and that was.
Just right, Crows didn't. I'm going to say he was going to write win.
Crows didn't win.
That's why they got a C+. Maybe you could have given them a B- Mudge.
Yeah. They didn't win, but see, Port supporters, they just can't be happy, can they? I gave them
We've still got to fucking get rid of that Hinkley.
You see the sign that was on the. I did this
Did
before.
Jason post that?
I don't know. I did this, but I wrote this sign before we won, but I'm still doing it. So,
VJ's a Hawks supporter. Gather round was no good for us Hawks supporters.
no, definitely not in that first half. But it was obviously Barossa Park looked fantastic. Great.
That ryegrass was
It was humming. There was words that all they did was paint the lawn.
yeah, they did. They painted it with high quality seed.
Yes, and that there was also comments from a Victorian base that what did they say? The Barossa Park was too small. It's full size.
As in the oval or the number of chairs?
The oval was the actual playing surface was too small, which is completely false. It's absolutely humongous compared to Norwood, for example. It was bigger than Norwood. But no, fantastic week for the state of South Australia and AFL in general.
We don't give away the other prize till next week, till tomorrow. I do that tomorrow, don't I?
Do you?
Yeah. And we need to obviously contact Greenworks and organise the prize for the dude that won the other one.
Yes.
Does the dude that won the other one know that I'm really unreliable and it might get there a week later than...
Being that it's his fourth order, I'm going to safely assume that he's seen something from us previously.
Cool. Well, that's good. So he's a supporter.
Yes. Yeah. It was about, obviously not having a go, but about time we gave away a prize to someone that had
Who are you
done
having a go at?
that more than one
People
order.
that choose to come and support our business.
No,
You're such
like
a fuckhead.
that's not what I meant. What I'm saying is majority of the prizes we
Has he
give
been
out.
like this all day?
No. Go to orders. I go to the winners that have only done one order. So this was good to, give something back to
All
someone.
customers are equal.
I know they're equal. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out a thing. Anyway, Rory McIlroy does the career Grand Slam and wins.
Did we finish talking about the football?
Yes. Yeah. Look,
Are you sure?
I think so.
Football, goal got kicked. Ball needs to be changed. Hinkley stays for a week.
Mm.
We don't need to talk about Rioli.
You can talk about that.
Okay, we won't talk about that.
Will we, Dylan? Let's just say the social media blew that up probably more than it needed to.
Mm. Do you think when Port play Hawthorn from now on, they hold the scarves like this?
Probably. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Mm.
Start that.
Yeah.
what did I call them? Mini tarps.
Mini tarps. Yeah, you did. You did last week. Mini tarps. Yeah.
I'm like, they're holding all their mini tarps up. Anyway.
That's funny.
I wore a Crows pin. Oh, I've got to get you your pin back.
That's all right. I just need it for the Carlton game, which is in 2 weeks' time. So.
Yeah, I've had to explain to people that I'm not actually a Crows fan. It's just a contractual thing, and I am a Port fan. And then they were all like, oh, okay, cool. I think I sat on one of the cheaper tables, so they were all Port people. So, yeah. Okay. G'day, lads, from Fix It Fingers. This chat looks different to normal. Yeah. It's good as well because I get to watch the podcast while the chat's there. Usually, I don't know if I'm seeing it differently usually, if it's embedded or something. I don't know. Oh, I had too much chocolate. Now I need to eat antacids.
And we had so much pizza.
We had a pizza party, actually. I'll throw the meme up so that everyone's across it. Where is the meme? The pizza party meme. Here we go. Pizza party meme. Pizza party meme. So, where are we? Yeah. How did I make it? How did I make it full screen last time? Control F? No, it didn't.
The bottom right, near the 100%.
This one? What did I do? I don't know.
I don't know, but that works.
That one there?
There we go.
Hey! Look at you, Jonesy.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a second mouth on top of your head.
I know. I was feeding that part too.
See, even Mexicans eat like a Mexican. He's like holding the pizza like it's a fucking taco and just like, I can't, man. And Jesse's like so angry at him. There's a lot of bald people work here.
Hair's not our strong
They
point.
lost their hair before they started working here, people. Okay. So, yeah, Rory McIlroy. No, I said I didn't like Rory last week.
Well, and I played on that meme that he, when he was interviewed, and he asked about Liv, and he's like, I heard him, so he was obviously very vocal against Liv, which, it's his own beliefs. And then he got hung out to dry by Jay Monahan, the PGA director.
Yeah.
And
they hung him out.
To dry, and
squeezing.
And now he's gone on and completed the career Grand Slam. So massive congratulations to Rory. He did everything he could to lose it, though.
Well, I saw some statistic this morning that the last 3 holes he played were like 1 in 28,000 shots to get that close to the pin from where he was, and he did 3 in a row. He was within like 2 foot, 6 foot, and 9 foot.
Yeah, the shot on into the par 5 15 was fucking phenomenal. That to me was Tiger-esque. That one shot in his prime was Tiger-esque. He was on the left-hand side of the fairway, had to draw it around the tree and land it on the green past the water. It was a great shot.
I think it would have been funny if he lost.
It would have been.
It wouldn't have. It would. I mean, I also like the romanticism of it. And to be honest, I probably have more parallels with Rory than I don't. Maybe that's why I don't like him, because I see myself in him and I really hate myself, and I probably should go see someone.
Maybe. But, yeah, so that's the career Grand Slam. So I hadn't won a major in 11 years. And I think now that he's got that monkey off the back of the career Grand Slam.
You can't say monkey.
And his first major in 11 years, I reckon he'll go on now and just go on a major onslaught.
He's exhaling now.
He's going to.
Do you think he's that good?
Well, he's won the Players this year.
Yeah.
I think he's won 3 tournaments already this year.
Did he have an affair?
No, last year him and his wife filed for divorce and then retracted.
Oh, you can do that as long as you don't, stick the flesh wand in the wrong.
No, none of that.
How delayed is this compared to us? Like, is it extra delayed? It seems like the pizza party photo is still on the. Oh, it's always on there.
Restream especially. Sometimes it freezes as well. It's just
like an ice bath.
probably like 10 seconds.
Billy Johnson 212 says, "What's the handicap, boys?" Jonesy's is his residential location.
What is my handicap at the moment?
Gawler. We looked up mine the other day. Celeste, you know what? This is how good Celeste is at being my assistant now. She actually knows my handicap. So she looked up my golf link and it was 38.6. Are you playing in that golf game? No.
Yeah.
You are?
The one
In May?
Yeah.
What's vibrating? Is that in your pants?
8.2 is my handicap at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Rory went on to be a 10-time major winner by the end of his career.
How many has
now.
he won?
5 now.
Nah. It's too much good golf around him.
But he's played a lot of good golf in the last 3 or 4 years. So, obviously shattering for Bryson DeChambeau, just couldn't get it right on the last day.
Do you remember how critical people used to be of him about his like craziness? And they're like, oh yeah, those clubs, you're an idiot.
Yep.
Being strong, you're an idiot.
Yep.
Wearing pants, you're an idiot.
Yep.
Like, not so idiotic now.
Not so idiotic now. And it's interesting. I didn't know this, but there was actually 2 people on Saturday fighting for on Sunday fighting for the career Grand Slam finish. Jordan Spieth, he wasn't fighting for the Masters because he's already won the Masters, but he's won 3 of the 4 majors as well. So I didn't know that. I didn't know he had 3 majors under his belt because he did not play so good on that one day because he was very open and vocal about the mud ball situation at Augusta, which you're not allowed to talk about apparently.
What's mud ball?
Mud ball is unlike a normal Saturday round where you're allowed to lift and place when the conditions aren't perfect.
Yep.
You're not allowed to do that obviously at high level unless there's a local rule for that day.
Yep.
So lift and place meaning if your ball lands in the fairway and it's got mud on it,
You can clean it.
you can clean it, but on the weekend or for the tournament, you couldn't do that. And what happens is you hit the ball and it's like when you put tape on a tennis ball, it just...
Yeah. What are they called? Yorkers?
Yes. Swingers.
Swinger. So he just has an in swing. We'll just use it.
swing
Bro.
or
Just,
out. Yeah, but you can't... It's not like with your
you're
fingers.
obviously not the world's best, then, are you?
No, and no. So it was a very good Masters. Probably the best Masters for me since 2019. Like to watch.
Yeah, because there was... It
so
was
much
like the
going
fucking
on.
Port Hawthorn thing. There has to be some fucking... For shizzle.
You
for
see
some
the
sizzles.
amateur took a piss in Rays Creek.
I drove past a construction worker pissing towards the road while I was driving here today.
Oh, nice.
I want to say there's a... What are they? They own a landscape supplies yard in Gawler.
Butt Rose.
Buttrose. It was their construction. It was the dude's like, I'm like, you could piss the
Face
other way.
Yeah.
I think he was enjoying it.
Yes.
I think, you know how some of those people, you'd know people from Gawler that just open their jackets in parks, like
Yeah.
women and shit. I think he's one of them.
The hill during the Ashes.
So someone took a piss in the creek.
Yeah, at Rays Creek. So
What's Rays Creek?
is the famous creek that goes through
The one where
Augusta
they play
National.
the par 3,
Yeah. So
where the kids get to hit balls and shit.
the amateur really needed to go to the toilet and he was playing, and instead of going to the facilities that are hidden within the ground, he just went in the creek.
Amateur.
An amateur. Yeah.
But
So
how
he
did
got
he
an
get invited?
invite. He got an invite to play.
Might not get invited again.
I don't think so. Unless because automatic qualification
Get a
is
jock contract.
top 50 in the world ranking points.
And based on whose point system?
The official golf world ranking
PGA?
points. Well, if you're going to play that, yes, because Liv doesn't qualify for official.
Yeah, so then so there would have been some golfers that should have been playing that weren't.
Yeah. But
Did Mickelson play?
yes, because he's allowed to play because he's lifetime.
Because he's won before.
He's won before. But like Joaquin Neiman, for example, which he was 3 under after 4 holes on the Thursday, should have been 4 under after 4. But anyway, Augusta invited him. Like personally, we're like,
we want him to come.
he should be here. Yeah,
Yep.
so he got an invitation. And then also you get exemption. So if you've won a major, in the last 5 years, I think, doesn't matter which major, I think, and you're outside the top 50, you get an invite.
So they just do what they want. It's their course.
Yeah, well, it's their course. The majors obviously aren't governed by any party. It's just they're the major tournaments. So,
Oh, okay. So they're not part of the PGA.
no.
So that's that anyone can go play them.
Yes, the majors. Yeah. So the Open, for example, which is in I suppose the UK, that part of the world, Scotland, you can qualify for the Open
How?
by going to open qualifying and
And work
pass
your
all
way
the
through.
stages. Yeah. So,
No shit.
Yeah, it's called the Open because it's open
open.
to everyone. Yeah. So is the US Open in some respect. Anyone can, if you play good enough golf for a long period of time during qualifying.
You probably know this already, but you know that if there's an odd number of players that have a marker play,
It's
who's
crazy.
the champion of the club,
How
crazy is
Yeah,
that?
and that guy got to play with.
and then he just disappears.
He just disappears. Yeah. Kim.
Yeah. And Kim said he was a bowler.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard in the years past the marker has beaten the player
It wouldn't
off
surprise me.
scratch, and
Yeah.
one of them refused. I think it was maybe Garcia. I don't. It might not be, but refused to shake the dude's hand. Fucking beat him.
Yeah, well, it's their course as well.
Yeah,
you
and they're
know?
all. And I mean, this dude was playing off +4.
Yeah,
on
which
his
is a
own
very
course.
good golfer. Yeah.
He was also the CEO of some fucking massive hedge fund.
big
so.
big firm. So that was obviously quite enjoyable. But no, it was a great Masters. I'm looking forward to the next Open, which is at the PGA. I think is the next one.
Billy Johnson, 2012 says, "How about that bloke that shot 18 over on day one?"
Yeah, Dunlap, and then shot one under the next day.
What was Malbon? He got close. He was
he was
till
in
the
top
last
10.
day.
He was in top 10, so he's automatically invited for next year. So
He was also in the hunt.
he was
5 holes to go.
Yeah, he was, and that's what made the competition. That's what made this tournament, so
A few
enjoyable.
people could have won it. on the
Well,
last
Justin
day.
Rose was 7 shots back, and
Yeah. How crazy was
he
that?
was in a playoff hole, and obviously Bryson had that amazing putt on the Saturday to put him into the final pairing. Like it was a great Masters, and Rick Shields Golf Show, one of the guys that I follow a lot. The guy, his name's Guy, and they call him the Ferret because he looks like a bit like a ferret. But he said that it's the first time that he believes golf is in a great space without Tiger Woods.
Yeah, that's an interesting comment. I think that's fair.
Because obviously no one will ever forget in our lifetime what Tiger Woods did for the game.
Well, people would go watch Tiger. They're not going to watch golf.
But
Like Favola. People would go watch Favola. Now no one goes and watches Carlton games.
So that was a bold statement. And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't even think about Tiger over the weekend. I just was like, I was so concentrated on the competition of the golf.
I don't think about Tiger in any weekends. I did think about Tiger today, as in the animal tiger, because a lady told me that the stamen of the lily flower can give cats renal failure.
Yeah,
and so
okay.
I thought maybe we could make up a spray. So if you go on safari and a tiger comes at you, you spray that lily stamen juice into the tiger's mouth and then give it renal failure. But I don't know if it would kill you before then.
Yeah, so the PGA Championship is the next one.
Hey, there's people asking questions, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
You need to stop talking about golf. No one gives a fuck.
No, it's fine. Go.
I'm
Ask
playing
me.
golf with you.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
Should I
'cause
practice?
Yeah, no, you can putt for dough. That's all that matters. We just need to get 3 drives.
I should go buy a new putter.
Well, you could set up putting up here because this would be a good surface to putt on. Like get your speed control.
Yeah, yeah.
We
I'll go
could do
buy a I don't know. I like those spaceship looking ones, but I can putt with anything.
The lab putters.
No, like the ones that have like the Odysseys that are all fucking like balanced.
The
and shit.
spiders. The one that
Yeah,
Rory
like
had.
those.
Yeah, Rory had spider on
No,
the
I'm not
weekend.
playing that one.
Okay.
All right. Sam says, Mini Pill Boys, any idea when it will be available?
I don't know when it's going to be available. I'm sorry.
Jonesy's going to get angry because whenever I ask him, he's like, everyone wants Mini Pill, and then when we get it, no one buys it. I'm like, well, how come we've got none? Someone must have bought something.
Yeah, over a long period of time, but
We can't get it because our manufacturer doesn't have it.
yes,
Yeah.
the So, and we talk about it a bit, but Mini Pill has so much more inputs than just a basic MPK. And in order to replicate that product, you need those inputs. So, like the basic MPK value might be available in a 23011 plus FE, but the added inputs
The
that are
traces.
they're not available at the moment, and they
These are
come in very small batches into Australia because the Australian market is very, very small compared to the US, which is where it comes from. So,
and the US won't sell it to us.
yes, in the US, we've tried. We've really, really, really tried.
Jonesy does look very fetching in bunny ears. That's from Damo Does All.
Beautiful.
Jake Petherick. Hey, lads. I purchased a competitor's herbicide a while ago. Double time. They suggest using a surfactant with it. Is it the same with NSFW? Does it aid to use a surfactant with it?
Yes. The short answer is yes. It is always beneficial to use a surfactant when using herbicides, fungicides, if it requires it, and also some insecticides.
All right, we have, is this even my handle? That's a familiar person. Shot through a question via DM because it's too long for the chat.
Wow.
I have not seen this said message. Best of luck. How good's that? This guy called Pierre was having a chat with Rye Diggity, and Rye wrote, "Best of luck, mate." And he said, "No need for luck when you're putting the good stuff on the lawn." You are correct. So, where would this question have been? DM. I've had to close Instagram, so anyone else that asks a question now, I won't see it. This is riveting TV, isn't it? I'll play soundboards while you...
Can you bless me with something, money-wise?
There we go.
Have a... Here we go. Shay? Hey, lads, hope you are... Sorry, I'll start again because I'm a dickhead. Hey, lads, hope you have a restful break over Easter. My new Sir Walter is 12 weeks old, and I made the mistake of not installing irrigation prior to install. I'm now super paranoid about the damage it'll cause to the new lawn installing it now. Is the short-term pain worth the long-term gain? Well, I'm going to tell you, that's like going into a barber shop and asking if you need a haircut. I own 3 irrigation shops, so I don't think I can give you an honest answer.
Yeah.
Jonesy, what do you reckon?
I think the short-term pain for long-term gain is definitely worth it. Yeah,
You could wait.
You could wait till springtime, but yeah, I mean, yeah,
Just do it.
just do it. Do it or wait. Doesn't matter. I don't know.
Whatever you do, don't buy it from waterpro.com.au and get 10% off. We don't do that, do we?
Yeah, we do.
10% off? Is there a lawn
Yeah, there'd still be orders that it's,
discount code?
or there'd be people with that discount code still somewhere.
I don't
We're
think
selling
you
it out
have
to
the
like
facilities for
20,000
that, big
people
man.
this year, So
20,000 people. It's a lot of customers.
it's a lot of customers.
The label does mention a wetter for specific weeds, says Damo.
Yes.
Jake says cheers. All right, I guess Jonesy and I will just turn off the podcast and you guys can sort it out in the chat. Vengeum says those legs. Can you see my legs on camera?
Might be those legs.
Oh, those shorts. Jesus Christ. That is definitely way skinnier in the photo than it is in real life. That thing's a fucking beast. I think that's a bad angle for someone who does as many squats as you do. Oh,
It's
sorry,
all right.
leg extensions, leg
It's
press.
alright.
Okay, is this even... my handle says, I'll do it. Look, you could do it whenever. If you do it now, it's going to take longer to repair. So what we didn't go into is that without the sun, the grass won't repair quickly. So I would suggest, depending on where you live, if you live in Brisbane, fucking do it in a month. But if you live in Melbourne, maybe put it in and then just be accepting of the fact that there's going to be a little bit of shitness. And also, how well you do it will determine how well it comes back. So if you can remove that grass cleanly and then put it back, it's not going to be much different. The best of the best, you wouldn't know they've been there.
Yep.
Which can translate to lots of things, if you know what I mean. Now, the Melbourne Mouth, who we've talked to before, eats shit, posts it online, pretty sure, says, when would you say the ship has sailed in regards to winter prep? And in his handle, the word Melbourne is in there.
Well, I mean, for us, we've had the air conditioner on this week. Like, it's
My
been
kids were in the pool yesterday.
like it was 38 degrees on the weekend out in Gawler. So
Don't worry, mate. It's about to change. I don't know if you've seen all the planes, but we're about to get some rain.
So, look, you're just going to have, like, to be honest, it's all forecast driven. And if we've had hot weather like we have, soil temps are going to be hanging up for a little bit longer still. So, yeah, and definitely in South Australia, we've got, you know, probably if we keep going this way, we've still got at least a month.
2 months of winter. June and July. This is my call. So we'll do it on camera because then you can cut back and show how everyone I'm smart. And if we don't, we'll just never look back and no one will remember anyway. 2 months of winter, June and July. Spring starts early August, probably the 7th or the 5th. Then for 2 weeks, it's nice. Then it pisses down with rain for a week. Then the real spring starts in the last week of August or the first week of September. That is what's going to happen.
I mean, it's pretty safe.
I'm betting like $1 million on it.
Well, what happened? I'm pretty sure that's what happened last year. Like very similar.
Damo Does All says, if you have 3 shops, which one is your favourite? God, that's like asking which one of your kids is your favourite. Obviously, the first one. So
What shops?
Yeah, my WaterPro shops.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think, I don't know. It's funny. It moves around, and this is if you've got kids, you'll understand this. Sometimes you fucking hate them. Sometimes you love them. Sometimes you don't like them. I enjoy Dry Creek's chaoticness, but I like Lonsdale's layout. Like Lonsdale's a nice clean shop. Like Lonsdale's the poster child for what you want shops to do. But Kent Town's where I spent the most time. Like that was the only shop we had at one point. So there's a good political way of answering your question without answering it. So yeah, it depends on the mood. I do like the chaos of Dry Creek. I want loud music and activity and commercial orders and sexual harassment and a little bit of racism. Like, you don't get that at the other shops.
No.
So.
They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
There's no other questions. That was a quick podcast. Do you reckon? No. Fuck, now I'm going to go home with glitter on me, so that's going to think I've been at the fucking firm.
Shit. The old glitter dust. Where are their feet though, Dylan? We need their feet so you can.
We've got one with my feet. Where's that one? I think it's here somewhere. You know, Dylan. You know what you should do? Get the ladies in the media team to put all of the memes they've made together as a rotating video and just have that playing in the background while we're doing this. I think that'd be cool. Because when it goes to Instagram, it fits the screen perfectly. And then people don't have to look at Jonesy's fucking ugly head.
That's right. They don't.
What?
Some would argue that they come here to look at my ugly head though, so.
Hang on. Kira's onto it. Where are we going? How do I open this?
Testing on humans. I didn't see that one.
You like it? This is White Isaac. Can you say that?
Right.
She could have done a lot worse with that.
Yeah.
Sorry to anyone that's listening to the podcast and not watching it. There's a photo of me eating an upside down taco. No, burrito.
Burrito, yeah.
An upside down taco. That would be good. All right. Is this even my handle? Daytime temps are still good here in Brisbane. Evenings mostly above 15, so I'm thinking I'll pull the trigger now.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, get WaterPro to do you a free irrigation design and then buy it from them, right? Or a professional irrigation shop in your area. Don't go to a hardware shop. I can't read the questions because there's this fat fuck on the TV. I need some black background. Here we go. That self-talk is horrible. What?
No, it was just...
You shouldn't talk like that about yourself. Because then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then all of a sudden you become what you're talking about, right?
It's how I talk when I play golf and I play a shit shot.
Yeah, it doesn't
So
help.
You're a fucking idiot, Adam.
Where's the one Kira sent me?
Why the fuck do you even get out of bed?
Where's the one Kira sent me? Did I show it to you?
The toes?
Yeah.
That's in the media chat.
It is?
Hmm.
I can't find it. Did
And
they
I
remove
think
it?
they think it was them put in the DC chat.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, this is another good one for anyone that's into their feet. Get this one up on the main screen. All right. Does premature come in small prill? It used to, didn't it?
Yeah.
We can't get it. Small prill has really been challenging since the pandemic. Sorry.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that came from America as well. the small prill.
No.
Yes.
Oh, we're talking about that.
Mm.
I thought.
Let's say
the other
China.
thing. No, that come from a lab.
Let's say China.
Yeah, that's yes.
So not from.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word.
All right.
That's a shit for
I was
super.
foot.
And they
Excuse
ran
me.
the country for 4 years.
The people that work for him ran the country for 4 years. He didn't even sign shit. Anyway, let's not get into this. The Fog Dog, who we established is not Darcy
Yeah,
Fogarty.
it's not the fog. Yeah.
Okay.
But
When do I next? Fucking.
Done and Adam.
Will you bless me?
Can you bless me with something, money-wise?
Or
Stop it. Get some help.
when do I next cycle of Trojan? No, it's the way it's written, not the way I'm reading it. when I need alcohol so bad. I want to get
When
so
you
drunk.
and then you
When do I next cycle Trojan? Do you combine it with premature? Do I combine? You know what the question is. Frog Dog also sent through a laughing emoji.
Yeah, no. So if you only have Trojan, then and you haven't done a granular application about 8 to 10 weeks, then and all you've got is Trojan, Trojan is fine. However, if you had the choice out of Trojan or premature, and it's been about 8 to 10 weeks, I would look at using premature and saving the Trojan for springtime.
I probably should be back at where I've lost restream it. All right.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Jake Petherick, how was the AFL lunch? Fuck me, I've listened to the last 40 podcasts on my drive to work. You cunts make me laugh. All right, so
Love that. Love the language.
full disclosure, I lost. It's getting less, but I lost probably 4 hours Friday between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Is that 4? Yeah.
Yes.
So the lunch was as you would expect. It was sponsored by the AFL or supported by the AFL, or the AFL chose the alcohol. So it was Great Northern, Carlton Draft, and shitty Chardonnay from fucking somewhere. It was disgusting. So the only drink that I wanted to drink that I enjoyed was sparkling Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay, something white wine. Champagne if you want to be a douchebag, non-French champagne. So I drank a couple of bottles of that, and by that point I was charging hard.
Yeah, I got a message. Yeah, I think I'm drunk.
And you wrote back, that's when you do your best work.
Yes.
So I probably could have taken advantage of the situation a bit more. I met a guy who owns a construction business that makes a lot of houses and just got paro and don't know what I did. And then met another guy who does like earth civil stuff. We got along well. I think we're going to hang out. But ended up upstairs at what's it called? The bar, the casino? Sky Bar? No, Soul Bar? Yeah, ended up there and was buying champagne bottles over the bar. Actual champagne this time. Oh, and then I got overcharged for one. I'm just remembering. So I was just took the empty bottle up and I said, I just need another one of these. And he's like, yeah, they're $400. I'm like, yeah, no worries. And just scanned my card. And then I was like, this is fucking, do you like this? And they're like, why? I'm like, it's $400. Like you're getting a lot of shit for $400. Like in some countries, that's a human, right? And they're like, yeah, that's actually meant to be $180. I think the dude is fucking with you. So then the adults that were with me went to the bar and argued and got, I don't know, not money back for me, but they got more drinks.
Jesus Christ.
And then
$400.
That's a big fuck up.
where did I go? Oh, that's right. I felt like I was a bit drunk, so I went downstairs to leave and played blackjack for 4 hours. Made lots of friends, but I don't know who they are. So if anyone's watching the podcast that met me on Friday night,
Between the hours of 7 p.m. and 11 p.m.
yeah, from 11 till 11:30, I was in an Uber, so I don't want to hear from that guy. And then I got home and I checked my Ring cameras, and I may have thrown up on my driveway when I got home. So
Jesus.
yeah, that's how it went. It was good. It was a
Good release.
yeah, I don't know. All the problems were still there when I woke up. I haven't checked my American Express, but I was paying for drinks. I think I found a photo. I was buying the table drinks, as in I was playing blackjack. So everyone that was playing blackjack with me was getting a drink every time I got a drink.
That's right. Admin will balance up the Amex. Okay.
It's tax deductible.
Yeah.
It's all good. Scotty Trav, what have I stumbled across? This is Lawnhub Live.
This is the lawn care business's best podcast out of them all.
Is there other podcasts?
Yeah. It's not as good as this. The other one's probably too political.
Everyone takes
like-
shit too seriously.
Yeah, that's right. We're not serious, but we do. The advice we give is serious.
We should have called this podcast If There's Grass on the Wicket.
Never bite the hand of the one that fingers you, something like that.
That meme gets a mention in the ryegrass overseed
He's
video
so good.
that's going up today, Dylan? Tonight. Huh?
Tonight at 4:30.
4:30. 4:30. The 31-minute video on the front lawn here at Lawnhub.
Yeah? People like those kind of videos.
Yeah.
That ryegrass is out of control.
It's going to be so good. So good.
I couldn't find any more fun photos to share, so that's the one. Piss up stories or lawn care? Both. Well, there's
Both.
nothing to talk about. No one's asking any questions. So it's an Easter special. We're kind of like I'm letting my hair down. Jonesy's just relaxing.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, here we go. We've got a question.
Oh, yay. Sensible question?
Whoa,
or?
whoa. Oh, no. I've ruined it. Oh, fuck. Shit.
Remember, Clint's not premature.
Let's say China.
Sensible question. All right. What cylinder mower should I buy? Are the cheap Chinese ones all right?
Let's say China.
This is a question we get a lot. And to be honest, depending on your budget.
Here's a question you get a lot.
Why are you gay?
Because love is love. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. It all depends on your budget. So, we talk a lot about the bush rangers. Clint's got one. It's Clint proof. They got a very good warranty.
I found heaps of mowers today, hey?
At Tricrete. Yeah, Jared said there's a lot of mowers.
I probably should close that container, actually.
I'll do it.
And there's a sprayer in there.
It's a spray.
Like a walk-behind boom sprayer. A solo one. It's fucking massive. Do we own that? Well, I guess it's possession is 9/10 of the law, right?
I don't know.
Okay, so Go Eldon 87 wants you to answer, what cylinder mower should I buy? Are the cheap Chinese ones all right?
So, back to what we were saying. So the Bush Ranger is a good unit. It's solid. It's heavy. It's available in a
20?
in a
17?
20. Is there a
Don't think
17?
there's a 14. There's definitely a 17.
They're very
it's,
good.
it's a 510, a 410, and I think that's it. Or maybe they don't do a 14.
Maybe. Mass Sports as well. The smaller Mass Sports, they're nice and ergonomic. As
They feel
like
a bit light. They feel like the kind of mower you'd buy if you wear a tie to work.
And then you got your Super
Not
Swifts.
McDonald's.
I think if you do go cheap, you just want to just maybe pay more attention
You got to
to
look after it.
them after you use them. So before you use them each time and after you use them each time, just make sure that there's nothing alarming looking.
Like an alarm.
Like the clutch not engaging properly,
Or
those
like
sorts
that,
of things.
The plate hasn't dropped into the
The
blades.
plate hasn't dropped into the blades. Yeah, so just make sure that everything's tightened up. And look, to be honest,
Yeah, 410 and 510.
yeah, they all mimic each other in terms of the original design. That being of like the Scott Bonner. So
Well, you know what they say. There's no point reinventing the cylinder mower.
no, there's not. So, and I think you'll find also that the copies that are out there, not just in the mower market, but in the tech market, they're all pretty good. So, if
The
you do,
minimum bar. So I would say what he's trying to say, and I'll do it much better because of my kind of more central education, is that similar to how phone networks now are all above the minimum level of expectations, cylinder mower brands all sit above a minimum level of expectation. Most of them run engines that are reliable, and I guess if you copy something long enough, eventually it gets better.
mm-hmm.
And there's nothing new. It's kind of like solenoid valves in irrigation. There's nothing that can really go wrong with them. But like Jonesy said, you want to make sure that you're looking at the things that matter. So if the blades start to look like they're off center, or that's probably it really.
Yeah,
Cable snaps, and you have to just.
you did do that
I
too.
snapped the Bush Ranger cable day one.
Yes, you did.
But anyway, the Chinese ones are fine. I don't know which ones are Chinese. Are they red with like orange on them, yellow on them, or something?
Don't know. I know the tree yards are made in Brisbane, the maroon ones.
I don't know where Restream it is. Damo said Mowmaster. Then he said Allro. Then Goldener said wife won't let me buy a Mowmaster. Then Clint said maybe you need another wife. Then Vengeum said Bush Ranger or Super Swift. Then Clint said Bush Ranger, I think.
Sounds about right.
Then Scott Baxter said Southeast Queensland height of cut reset and dethatch 2 weeks ago. watered in Trojan, coming back green. Would it be okay to apply wet roots and 3-way this weekend? And then how soon for Prem? Is keen. Scott's
yes,
keen.
yes.
Scott's up and about.
Yes to the liquids, that's fine. And then apply Prem 8 to 10 weeks after your Trojan application.
Nathan W2233. Can you put the camera back on Jonesy so I can see the question, please? Because this basket's like I can't see the text because it's white. G'day lads, I've spent the last 4 weeks handpicking onion weeds from my lawn, and I'm about to neck myself for being beaten by a bulb. Any cost-effective ways to get rid of this stuff? Duke's not cost
effective, but I do have some exciting some exciting information about Duke. It is coming in a smaller bottle. So
isn't the bottle already this big?
No, it's 100. It's 100 mil, or it's 100 grams, and now it's coming in a 50 gram.
So it'll be what, $70?
I'm not sure.
What's the other one? 110? 121?
Duke?
Yeah.
225.
Jesus, Marion. Oh, it's Easter. You can't talk like that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly it's Easter?
Allegedly you can't talk like that at Easter.
Does somebody not know how to flush a toilet after they've had a shit? What do you mean? Well, it was fucking one of yous. Disgusting.
When are we going to get new sounds for the soundboard?
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you sound.
What do you do all day?
I have not put sounds on the sound.
There.
What time is it? 2:52. I told them to send Isaac up after 3. Restream, it's frozen. Do I just refresh it?
The comments should still come through though.
But I want to watch me.
Oh, you're one of them people.
I listen to my own podcast sometimes. Getting caught listening to your own podcast by a significant other is interesting. Are you listening to yourself? Oh, yeah, no one else has listened to it. Chat's gone.
No one in this fucking house listens to me.
Well, the chat's not there anymore. Doesn't matter. No one watches this
doesn't
anyway.
matter.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
When's the smaller bottle of Duke coming, lads? Or is the large going to be in the Easter special? It will be on sale.
Yeah,
won't
the
it?
large is in the Easter sale.
I
I don't
buy
know.
that. I'll lose money.
I don't know when the smaller bottle will be available.
I'll give you what my knowledge is. Anytime they talk about shit in this industry, it usually takes about fucking 10 times longer than you think it should. So I would say if he's been told about it, September 2026.
I hope not, because we'll sell a lot of Duke this winter. So
Happy Easter, boys. This is Scott Baxter still on. He's a fan. He a fan. Can we get that? All right. 20% off sale is going to be great. Be awesome if there's a handful of lucky eggs to be put in random deliveries that used the discount code for a special prize. Yeah, sick. You can win one of these Kinder Surprise eggs. And, oh, here we go. What's this one say? 20% off sale at lawnhub.com.au. Sign up for the text to get early access. If we sell out of Duke, you won't be able to get it.
hashtag excluding agency.
Oh, hashtag asterisks. Hashtags are what they used to index posts back before the internet had artificial intelligence. Now you don't need hashtags anymore. Asterisks. Not including agency products.
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
Fucking it's all what's going on.
He needs some milk.
Imagine that was a sensible question.
Oh, okay.
Hey, gents, how do you suggest fixing a crappy nature strip with bad soil and those grassy weed-looking things that don't mow out? Excavator.
Yeah, that's the short straw. That's the short option. The long option is you can do, heavy cores, bring in good soil, spray out the shitty grass, fertilize the proper grass. But
it depends if you've got more time or money. Because they're the two things. If you've got lots of money, dig it out, bring in new soil, put a new lawn. If you've got more time, spend the time.
Depends how big the nature strip is. Probably won't cost that much to dig it out.
It's still going to be a couple of grand.
Depends how big the nature strip is, though.
Oh, I forget you live on a fucking postage stamp.
A nature strip in my estate is this smaller than this table.
Yeah. So you've got to pay a 4-hour minimum on the excavator for the 20 minutes. You could use an excavator from your house to dig it out and, like, inside the 4 hours, drive the fucking buckets to the dump and back.
You could. Or just put it in one of the houses being built around the back.
Damo says, what are they using all this Duke for?
Onion grass.
Onion grass. Venjum says eggs should be in the buckets for sale. Look, I'm going to say it's a great idea, and if we had thought about it before, we would have done it. But now there's no benefit to doing it because no one is going to buy more shit just because there's eggs in it unless we promoted it.
I would also argue that the fertilizer will probably contaminate the eggs as well.
No, they're saying Easter eggs like video game things, like you open the bucket and then you've got like fertilizer and a kilo of silver.
Yeah, remember when we did
Hey, we've got some silver. We could do that.
the pineapple giveaway?
I was doing that. No one gave a fuck. I got no messages saying I won. Yeah, so who suggested this?
Obviously hit a soft
Easter.
spot there.
Scott Baxter. So Scott, a while ago, a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when Jonesy had follicles, Adam, can you fix your collar, please? Emma M 111 is frustrated. Which collar? He's wearing two. Thank you, mate.
Gotta tell me this.
I put $50 notes randomly in buckets. I think we gave away $1,000.
$1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of money back then.
No one gave a fuck. Well, back then, $50 bought you a block of land in Galway.
It fucking did, you're right.
Damo says, I use metsulfuron for GG.
Yeah, but not in turf, right? Because not turf.
It's not registered for turf. Damo, you're going to get us in trouble.
Can you just put it on me, Dylan? I'll do the wink face, all right? Yes.
All right. Emma said thank you. Nick Wills 6 said, what are you talking about? We're talking about the use of products.
Yes. Turf registered products. The reason why methylfuranethyl,
Metsulfuron?
yeah, metsulfuron, whatever, is cheaper is because it's not turf registered. The turf registered version of it is about $300 for a little 100 gram thing.
It hurts my head.
Yeah, the turf registered product is like I'm pretty sure of that product you can buy a 500 gram tub for $40.
Hey.
Hay is what horses eat.
Not the way I spell it.
Hey.
Hey. I don't know if you guys know this. Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
The wall's getting built on Tuesday.
Yeah, how exciting. Are you excited, Dylan?
I don't know. I don't have a sound for the wall.
What are we going to do with this?
It'll go behind me. Not financial advice.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. What are we going to
I
put
get
on
no
the wall
joy from
behind
anything.
us?
Hey, has anyone else seen John Howard out and about doing some fucking Liberal Party spruiking?
Is he?
Yeah, bro. And I don't know if he's a little bit past it.
I think he's past
I love
it.
the man.
Oh,
We haven't had a good Prime Minister since John Howard. But I don't know that they should be using him. I reckon he's this close to saying something incorrect that's going to be a soundbite for the Labor Party for the next 16 days.
Some would argue that's everything that the current rollee person already does, but the same can be said for Mr. Albanese. Yeah.
Nick Will 6, the question he asked, they, them, he, Nick, okay, cool. He said thanks for answering that.
Which one?
What are you talking about?
What were we talking about?
Metasulfururine.
That stuff. Yes.
All right, Scott Baxter. More questions. Scott, you're going to run out of questions, bro. After flushing R vans and after flushing R vans and still low water pressure in some of them, do you just replace the R van heads or go looking for crushed pipe under the ground? Well,
Yeah, I was going to say that this
irrigation questions.
I'll let you go.
So, with irrigation, one of the beautiful things is that everything that we do in irrigation is data driven. And so if you went through the process of getting the irrigation system designed when you purchased it, then you would have known the flow rate available to you. And then obviously they would have made sure that fit properly unless you used a large chain like, let's call them Cunnings. So those numbers worked at one point. They're not working now. It's very unlikely it's from a crushed pipe. It's more likely that it's from a blockage somewhere. So you could go back and do a water flow pressure test and see if the water flow that's coming in still available is still the same, because in some cases that drops if you're in a new subdivision, or this would never happen in Australia, but in some parts of the world you might find that the authority that's responsible for replacing the pipe network and repairing it when it breaks may turn the available pressure down to stop your pipes from breaking so that they make more profit. Now, obviously in Australia, companies that like All Water would never do that because that's irresponsible and it's putting profits before people. But in some countries that happens. So you could check that when you're flushing the nozzles, also be conscious that there's a filter underneath them that might be blocked. So you might not just be flushing the nozzle, there might be a blocked filter. So do the check, make sure that your flow that was available there is still available. Do your flushing. Sometimes they won't flush properly either and you might have to replace them. But also go check that the filter underneath the nozzle isn't blocked. Did I get it right?
Yes.
All right.
But if he found that...
If pain persists, see WaterPro.
If he's found that the available pressure and flow has reduced because of...
Oh, you got problems.
Like a subdivision or whatever, does he have another option?
The dark side.
If R-vans are no longer...
Well, you could do what Jonesy did and take the R-vans out and replace them with MP rotators that are manufactured in San Marcos, California by Hunter Industries.
Mm-hmm.
MP rotators use approximately 40% less water per minute. Their precipitation is closer to 11 mil per hour. And so you should be able to get, what does that work out to? 50% more sprinklers on a line or 100% more sprinklers on a line. My maths brain's not what it was and I don't have my whiteboard. We need a whiteboard for here. Okay. Don't do anything with that. I'm just going to tell you that. Just needed to get it off my chest. Did I finish the question?
Yeah, I actually did the opposite. I took MP rotators out from the front because of the wind. Because I wasn't...
What did you put out here now?
Out there, there's still MP rotators out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just put heavier MP rotators out there.
No, I'm talking about my house.
Oh, no one cares about your house.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
No, there's 815s. Is that what they are?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're high flow though, aren't they? They're like a 24 mil.
Yeah, and well, I'm assuming they're heavier droplet because they're putting out more water.
They're not throwing very far.
No, but
Are you concerned about?
no, I'm not.
I am.
The coverage out there is good though. The water.
They're not getting head to head.
Not getting head to head, but we
That's
are.
the whole purpose of irrigation.
Yes, but that's why I asked the question. I think on Tuesday, I was like, I don't think that. Although we may have designed that, I don't think it had been installed 100% correctly.
Shit.
But
Take it back.
we do have restriction on the pressure, which Ervo has figured out that he could potentially, on the irrigation side, not the building side, he could maybe...
I feel like we might be getting a visit from the SA Water Department.
He maybe be able to move the rocks and have better access to the valve box is what I was going to say. Yeah.
Cool. So nothing to do with removing a backflow prevention.
No. That we would never do that. That's actually it's very there's
Not financial
double
advice.
there's a double out there, whatever you call them.
There's 2 double check valves.
Yeah.
But they're above ground. Not necessary to be above ground. Can I get MP rotators on the Easter sale from WaterPro? No. Do we have a discount code?
Yeah.
OzLF will work on
Lawnhub 10.
Lawnhub 10 will work there. OzLF will work there. You get 10% off. I hope that helps. If you are interested to know, WaterPro is not open at all over the 4 days because your state government has called all of them public holidays. And so, too bad. You can't buy irrigation.
So if your pipe bursts, you got to turn the water off and wait till Tuesday.
Or you could go buy substandard products with no service from somewhere. Let's call them Dunnings. Can you start stocking a big, long, schlong solo spray wand so that I can spray my fruit trees all over? It's like 2 to 3 meters adjustable. You know this isn't called Fruit Tree Hub, right, Damo?
I think the largest telescope...
Fruit Hub, that was the last one you made. The last movie you made was called Fruit Hub, wasn't it? Quiche Hub?
Legacy Hub or something?
I don't understand what he's talking about. I thought my stuff was remotely funny. You've got no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
No, I'll just go fuck myself.
We can film that.
I think the legacy fucking hell. I think the telescopic solo wand is I think a 120 maybe. It extends out to. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about 2 or 3 meters. That'd be really putting some serious pressure on the pump.
Scott Baxter says new subdivision with the new buildings constantly going in. So I'd say either retrofit new solenoid valves or go to MP rotators. Do a pressure versus flow test first. If you're in South Australia, we can lend you a pressure versus flow testiometer. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yep. You have to pay a deposit, so if you don't bring it back, we keep your money. And then we say it got stolen, claim the insurance on it, and I keep the cash, use it to buy drugs. Not
It's the
financial
biggest
advice.
loophole in the world.
Yeah, everyone's doing it. Clint Dog from Suburban Night. Having similar issues at my place. Grass ain't growing. Soil test. He says, Kike, good sun, water, fert, maybe 15 mil growth in 2 weeks. Soil test. Suburban Night. Is there a chance that you've mixed every chemical that you have in your shed into a spray pack and sprayed it on your lawn in the last 3 to 6 months?
Or it could argue 3 to 6 years. Yours was like 3 years ago.
I put some premature on my back lawn. Whenever I sent the photos, and it's got a consistent-ish color now, and the only lack of color tends to be from the dead, any thatch that's still in there. So I think it's getting there. I don't know. He said last season I was mowing every 3 to 5 days. I go away for 2 weeks, and it's like I dumped PGR down at 500% rates. Soil test. That's all I can.
Maybe some nutrient lock up in the soil.
Too much. So what do you use?
To unlock nutrients in the locked up nutrient efficient soil.
Yeah.
You got things like Hydroforce Rapid, which will be a soil flush. And then
Is that currently on sale?
It will be.
It will be tonight at 6 p.m. if you're on the text line.
And then, your humic and fulvic acids, those sorts of things.
Every time you say fulvic acid, I think of the word vulva. Do you do that?
I did when you said it.
He said, I'm pretty light iron and some urea. Straight urea? That might impact your nitrogen lockup.
You might need some PK. You might actually benefit from
it's kikuyu. You should be able to just
got
fart near it and it grows.
Yeah, but
I've seen kikuyu grow up poles.
Seen it grow to the roof of sheds too.
I just want to go see how many more people have signed up to the text line while we've been doing this cast of the pod. It was 122. It is now 147. Congratulations. Another 25 people will have access to our 20% off sale via text at 6 o'clock tonight, if I remember to send the message. What's going on with your hair today? You going for a new look? It kind of looks like...
looks a bit wolfy.
I was going to say homeless drug addict, but...
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But in a good way? Or?
Well, there's... remember when they had that dude that got arrested and he was really pretty and his prison photo went crazy 10 years ago? You look like that.
That's what I thought, Bieber.
Bieber?
Yeah, when he got arrested.
Did he get arrested? What for? Just being too good looking?
Maybe. I don't know. What did he get arrested for? Probably DUI.
Do you reckon there's anything behind him and the Diddy party and the fucking...
I don't know. Yeah, a bit of a health crisis at the moment.
All right.
Scotty Scheffler got arrested last year.
They just sold that car. His car.
Did they?
The Suburban that he was driving at the time. Just got sold.
I still can't believe that he got arrested.
Well, he was being a criminal.
Allegedly. Well, all charges got dropped, so...
Well, it's because he's famous. Famous people can do what they want.
Cop was being a fucking loser.
Hopefully you don't ever get arrested by that police officer. Is it possible to use the wife's blender to turn premature into mini granulated size? I don't think you'll still get the controlled release benefit.
But you'd get the fertilizer benefit.
But you'd get the fertilizer benefit. You're better off using grinder than blender.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Oh, Ervo's sending me photos. What do we got?
No. The him on the toilet?
No. All right. Is it possible to use the wife's grinder? No. Suburban Night. If anything, I haven't been putting a lot down. Taking the less is more approach. I did that. And it's kind of made it healthier. Honestly, I know we've probably been a bit silly about your question, but maybe I have. But yeah, I think soil test is the only thing. You can send some photos through to adam@lawnhub.com.au. He might be able to look at it and just go, bro, you can't have a tarp on your lawn that's going to stop it. Stuff like that.
My favourite is the window or fence reflection. They're my favourite.
When it burns it and you're like, it's from the window, and they're like, no, it's not.
Yep.
Sorry.
I reckon about
Out of
maybe
character for 5 minutes.
How long have I been here? 3.5 years. Probably 30 or 40 conversations.
It can't be that. It's not the heat off the fence.
It's not the window. It's not the fence. Can't be. It's not been like that before. Okay, well, it's been 46 degrees in Adelaide, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Or you could shut the hell up. What's the best way to prep lawn for winter?
Well, if you're only just getting into lawn care right now and you haven't touched your lawn all season, might be a little bit too late. However, we are, advocating 2 applications of premature 8 to 10 weeks apart to boost up the potassium and iron levels in the plant so we can have a nice green lawn, nice resilient lawn. And then the use of liquid fertilizers as top-ups. And then if your lawn is fully established and you don't plan to do any overseeding, the use of a pre-emergent like barricade to prevent winter grass from emerging in your lawn.
Suburban Knight said, I got the dog piss too. I feel like we could get along. And then said it's 46 in Echuca too.
Fuck,
so that's where he is.
Jesus. Is it just dry?
It says my water bill, $sign. I don't know. That's probably $1. Oh, it's the dollar smiley emoji.
Oh,
Oh.
it's lots.
Skaysbrook's awake.
Oh, Skazer.
What are you doing, bro? You know the photo on our giveaway at the moment? We haven't talked about that. Ervo's answer, 2 litres of roots and shoots per 100 square metres.
Not financial advice.
I've heard it works on in Turkey on the old... And Dylan. Hey, guys. And Dylan. Skaysbrook said he's dying a slow death. Well, we all are, dude. Mine's hopefully about 100 years slow. But tell us more. Maybe we could have people call in. We could help them with their
like that
problems.
guy with his dog, his one-legged dog or something, 2-legged dog.
Yeah.
What was that guy?
It was a 3. It was a
Yeah.
4-legged dog.
Yeah.
Then it became a 3-legged dog. And
What
then
was
it
his
became
name? Bailey. Was it Bailey? Riley?
I feel like it was Macca or Wazza.
It's the other way.
Yeah. Just got my small nozzle. Brendan Matthews. Just got my nozzle upgrade kit. Looking forward to testing it out with Spartan. Is the air induction nozzle the best one to use for this?
Yes. Coarser droplet.
I really wish we could share who has bought from us in the last month that's really famous. Because we never will.
No, but it's been, we've had a few actually.
It's been crazy.
We've had a few test cricketers
Yep.
as well, which is
Footy ballers, Dob of the Nutters,
Dob of the Nutters.
people in the public service, that in the political sphere, we are definitely getting noticed. Jonesy, this is from Luke Green. Jonesy, could you recommend a good website or an app that helps with lawn identification, or make sure your book has some better pics than the Google images?
Well, I did do a shout out for images last week, and guess what? Not one photo.
Oh, I think I said it to one of you guys. My lawn's got lots of weeds.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
you want
you
to come and
did.
take
Yeah,
some photos
yeah,
before
you
I
did.
put
You
some
did say
NSFW
that.
down?
Yes, you did say that.
Ervo said, "Happy Easter, lads."
Happy Easter.
How are you feeling, Ervo? Are you operational? Nathan Skaysbrook. So, any tips for mail order brides? Cleaners. Holy shit, Skazer. That's really, really derogatory. And this is obviously the wrong platform. I think
I
you're
don't think
on the
so.
wrong. You're in the wrong podcast, mate.
But back to websites or apps, I just...
Oh, sorry, sensible question.
Sorry, I just... you answered it, but obviously you are using Google or Google Lens, so I will do my very best and strive to have much better imagery.
Just send the photo through to adam@lawnhub.com.au. If you've got a few photos, hide some Easter eggs in there, like dick pics or guys with real luscious long hair. Just something that'll really trigger him. And then he'll tell you what the lawn is. G'day, Matthew Irving. G'day, you legend. Okay, so they're having a romance in the chat. The Facebook people have woken up. This is like when you open an irrigation shop at like 7 and the landscapers roll in at 8:30 off their face. Like you kind of get all the professional trades in first and then they just roll in all bonged up and just...
Yeah.
Kieran says, "Happy Easter. See you Tuesday." See you next Tuesday. Will the discount work on soil tests too? It sure will, mate. Dry College Party Pack. Yep, it'll work on that too. The only thing the discount won't work on is agency products. Things like...
Celiprin 10 kilo, Agador 1 litre, Barricade 1 litre, Heritage Max 1 litre, Subdue Max 1 litre, Monument 100 mil, Trim at 100 mil.
Adam, Nathan Skaysbrook says he has plenty of picks for you.
Love it.
Love it. Long time. I think Isaac's coming up.
Yeah, I can hear him giggling down there.
Can the Greenworks edge trimmer that's up for grabs in the kit, can it run power scissors? If so, can I bribe to be a winner? No. I don't know what fits on those things.
I'm assuming it's a plug and play, right?
Yeah, but what brands? Because Greenworks don't have a rotary scissor.
Oh, you might be able to go to
that Chinese Qingdao one.
Yeah, and they sell you a adapter kit. Yeah.
What, Mo Parts or something like that? Wouldn't surprise me if he's made something.
Maybe.
Also, if you did win last week's Greenworks jobby, I haven't sorted it out yet. So I'm really sorry. I'm a fucking piece of shit. And I won't send you the money. I'll get it sent to you. We do what we say we're going to do. We just don't always do it on time. Is Isaac going to keep making loud noises or is he going to come up here?
Maybe he's a little bit nervous.
Isaac? I don't think so. I'm going to just send them a message.
Oi.
Shut the fuck up. No. You guys think you can make some more noise downstairs? DI. Shut up. Also, when Isaac? When Moon? When Lambo? You still holding crypto deal?
I'm praying.
What about you, Jonesy? Do you have cryptocurrencies? You guys will just have to hang on a sec. Go to the toilet now. Jonesy is just too busy to actually answer any questions. This is the face you get when you don't get eggs on Easter. All right. I'll do some stuff. Michelle Obama will be the next president of the United States of America. Nathan Skaysbrook says, Clint! Have been selling some of my lawn gear and OMG! Can I talk lawn? Ha ha ha. Poor guy picking up stuff. Had to keep walking towards his car as I spoke. And then he replied to himself saying, miss you more, big boy. Boy with an eye. That's cute.
Big boy.
You got a hair growing out of your nose.
Do I? What, up here or down here?
No, like here-ish. You
Was
know,
it
someone
eyelash?
that takes care of that stuff for you?
Nah, I don't give a fuck what I look like.
Yeah, that's
I'm
obvious.
just trying to get over that fucking...
Why do you shave this bit off?
Because it gets itchy.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Oh, hang on. Jed. Have you Kynan? Tell me if that's right. Hey, so new amateur pack with small barricade will be good for the promo. Happy Easter, fellas. Fucking oath it will. It caused a bit of an upset for people that had bought the amateur pack with the bottle that was a bit bigger. We had to explain to them that they're not any worse off. So all is good. Kelvin Coffee. Golf green pack. Not allowed to call that anymore. Did I say that word right?
Not
golf green pack turned up today. We're not allowed to call it that anymore. Well packed. Chucking some stuff down tomorrow. Good. This makes me really happy. Hearing stuff like that is so good. Suburban night. Anyone else taking a 10-day holiday? My life's a fucking holiday, mate. Nathan Skaysbrook. I hear you, Adam. I shave there too. There. Their. Come on, bro. Did you go to school in Gawler with old mate? I don't like this 10-day holiday bullshit. You know how bad that's going to be for our fucking economy? Everyone's just going to be doing nothing. Sitting at home.
Or spending money, going away.
No, they're not.
Okay, sorry.
That's not my economy. That's someone
trying
else's economy. What are you doing? Are you taking the time off?
No, I'm working.
That's right. Because you're a fucking decent human being.
What'd you say about the amateur pack and changing to Spartan?
Oh, people were freaking out about it.
Yeah, they were.
But this person said that's going to be a good deal. So the new amateur pack,
yeah, but the cheapest it's ever been.
What will that be? 160. Yeah. $160.
Bargain.
Yeah, like what else could you buy for that much money this weekend that's going to cause you this much joy? Nothing. I wonder how the drug dealers did in the Barossa over the weekend.
Yeah, probably really well.
Message us. If you sold heaps of drugs in Gawler over the weekend and you don't own a chemist, let us know. Was it a big weekend or was everyone well behaved? Nathan W2233. Any way to keep buffalo growing for the next month or so as we dip into winter? 40 litres of roots and shoots, ? Yeah, no worries, Irvo. Got some empty patches I'm trying to fill. I am still thinking about getting UV lights.
Regular mowing. Encourage that growth.
Yeah, talk to it. Tell it, you should grow. Grow, baby, grow. Drill, baby, drill. Can we get that? Irvo says, yeah, checking quotes, drinking Powerade and eating hot cross buns. All right. This is probably another controversial one. I don't think they should make hot cross buns without fruit in them. I think
Without-
you might as well just get a loaf of bread.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a fruit.
Fucking,
hot-
what are you
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
Yeah.
It's fucking hot cross buns with fucking no fruit.
But there's so many different tolerable people these days, so they need to make more flavorings, inputs, ingredients.
There's like chocolate
Less.
ones and fruit chocolates. I saw something on. Yeah, I have a lisp now. I saw something on Sunrise about this like Dubai chocolate trend.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Firstly,
Angel's been
why am I
going on
watching
about it.
Sunrise?
Yeah.
Secondly, Suburban Night says, but you got to pay payroll. That's right. And also said you should see the lineup of cars, caravans, and other shit coming into town. So he's in Echuca. So there's obviously people are driving through Echuca. Is Echuca somewhere you'd stop?
I'm not sure.
Tell us about Echuca Suburban Night. Jed says his last name, looking forward to it, last name is pronounced Havakainen. Oh yeah, makes sense. You got to get rid of that U. Turn it into an A. I know, it's your name. Pretty good effort on that. Clint, how's your crack? Haha, that was funny as shit.
Was that intentional?
It got left there on purpose.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dylan came and asked me if he thought it should get removed, or basically said, do you have a problem with this? And I said no. And he's like, good, because there's going to be a lot of comments. And there was.
There was.
What's the original reason for hot cross buns? Jesus was a baker and he liked to pump tarts full of cream all day. That's going to upset some people.
That's definitely going to upset.
Shane O'Lee says, be hot cross bun inclusive. Cool.
Do you like them warm or do you like them out of the packet?
I don't. So I haven't had a hot cross bun for a while. Purely because I think that if you're not going to church, you don't eat the buns.
But the buns aren't.
It's a religious symbol, right? Isn't the cross that Jesus died
on? Yeah.
For you?
Allegedly.
You selfish fuck.
He didn't.
He died and you won't eat his buns.
I eat his buns.
Okay. So
I've got one in the fridge, I think.
I'm a
Should we
fan.
go halves?
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay.
It's not like that's ever stopped me. Look how fucking fat I am. I think I like when I'm having a toast or similar, which all that is a toast, is so hot that it's just come out with butter that's been almost frozen. And so much butter that people think I'm eating cheese.
Yep.
That's mine.
Yeah.
And if it melts before I get to eat it, I'll put more butter on.
Yep.
And that's why I'm not going to live forever. Isaac's here. Come here, bro. Okay. So Isaac, I got you this.
Oh.
Because I couldn't find any red wine.
Okay.
So don't drink it like red wine. Okay?
Okay.
What do you mix red wine with lemonade? Or
yes,
juice?
Lemonade. Sometimes. Lemonade.
Lemonade?
Lemonade.
Mexican lemonade. Is it different?
Is different. With fruits.
Yeah. Like sangria.
Watermelon.
Is that how
like
it is?
sangria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it is sangria.
Yeah, sangria.
If you guys haven't met Isaac before, Isaac's been with Lawnhub for over 2 years now.
In the next September, 2 years.
And if you look back at podcasts a while ago, he couldn't speak English at all. And
Nothing.
now he's teaching English at the local school. It's amazing. Helping the children.
Thank you.
Anyway, did Emma give you an envelope?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
I'll talk to you about that later. This is for you to drink half today, half tomorrow.
Is
quarter today.
Quarter
each day for the 4 days.
Yeah. 1 quarter tomorrow, 1 quarter Saturday, 1 quarter Sunday, 1 quarter. No, don't drink Monday. You're working Tuesday. 1 quarter tonight, 1 quarter the next day. Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Works for you?
Oh, from Adelaide.
Yeah. All the best
Okay.
stuff comes from Adelaide. Ice cubes, limes, lime. Is that lime? Lime?
Lime, limon.
Limon?
Limon.
What's lime in Spanish? Lime.
It's
What are you
it's
doing?
the difference. The more green
Green.
is limon,
Limon.
but
Yellow.
the bigger yellow is lima.
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 Like the country. All right.
Lima. Yeah, like the country.
All right. Cool. Tell Isaac Skazer says hi. Do you know Skazebrook? Nathan? Facebook? Came here for the Black Friday. He flew here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? No.
No. Sorry,
That's okay.
I don't understand.
Everyone else here will slow their English down for Isaac, but I refuse to because I'm like, that's not how you learn English.
You understand me?
No more chicken.
No more chicken, please.
Okay, that's right. I'll send you an update. Oh, you want an egg?
Oh, yes.
Yes. There we go.
Thank you.
All right, happy Easter. I will see you soon. I'll message you after the podcast. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Are you going home now?
Yes.
Yep. All right. You can drink that in the car. In Australia, it's okay.
Yes.
I think. Open container.
South Australia,
Yeah.
you're allowed. You can actually have a beer and drive in South Australia.
You just have to stop to have a sip. You can drink water
Drink
Like-
whilst driving.
and just stay under 0.05.
Yeah, you have to be under. In South Australia. you
Hang
can't,
on.
yeah.
Not financial
Wow.
advice. It's a very free country.
It's great.
It's
But in
amazing.
America-
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, guys, be careful where you're pointing those guns.
Des and Troy. Together we destroy.
Skazebrook. I really hope you got that. Skazebrook says, can we put Isaac on the soundboard? Do you understand? No. Oh, God. There's no other questions. Are we going to finish this podcast? I got work to do.
Yeah.
All right. If anyone's got any questions, ask us now. Otherwise, we're going to finish the podcast. Jonesy's got to go rub the special cream into his head. Yes? You can go. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
See you,
Happy
mate.
Easter.
Nice.
Bunny ears.
Is.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, buddy. Adriana's going to get so angry at me. No worries. See you, mate. She hates it when I give him alcohol.
Ah, well.
It's been a while too.
Has been.
I used to give him a bottle of red. So just for context, I don't just give Isaac alcohol because I'm trying to butter him up. I used to give him a bottle of red wine every Friday because Adriana and Isaac migrated here from. They haven't migrated. They're here on visas, so they're hoping to migrate here. I guess that's still migration, right?
Hmm.
English. You did English at uni, didn't you? Anyway, and I know that they wouldn't waste money on alcohol because they're smart. So I'm supporting his drinking. Some people sponsor
Remember
kids
at
in
the-
Ethiopia. I sponsor a Mexican guy in Adelaide.
The first
It's a
Christmas.
reverse sponsor.
The first Christmas do that they went to, and you kept feeding Isaac tequila at that
she made
little
him
bar.
go home.
Yeah, she made
He
him
was
go.
so keen to kick on
Yeah.
as well, and she's like, "We're going to go now." I'm like, "No." Yeah, I think that was probably a bit of racial profiling as well, just assuming that he'd want to smash tequila. But
Well, he did. Like,
Vengeum, yes, the comp will be drawn tomorrow. Sorry, I should have said that at the start. It's Friday to Friday to Friday to Friday, so that'll get drawn in my backyard probably. I have to work out a way to do that well. Just do it. Yeah, I'll work it out. I have to work out a way to make sure. Hang on. Palmsy76 has a question. All right, we'll wait for you, Palmsy. 76. Year of birth, or is that a full drive or 76?
76 series, I had one, V8.
You had one.
Sold it during COVID, made money.
Yep, full drive, make money. Cool. Nathan Skazebrook, I want a Barossa musket. Is it a gun or a wine?
Could be both.
Roots and shoots plus NSFW. Okay, to mix ? Shane
Yes.
Lee.
Matthew Irving tested it, and he had success with it. So.
Yes, it is fine. We have done one trial.
Yeah.
Isaac is now watching this video live. He'll be in the car saying, "Look what happened."
Look what I love you guys.
Palmsy, if you're going to ask the question, can you do it now? Because I've got a really short attention span, and when I decide I'm doing something, I generally just go do it. And Dylan wants to go home and pack. You're going out tonight or tomorrow? All right, here we go. Palmsy, 76. I have a group of 42 debutantes using my garden for photos on the 10th of May. Prem went down on the 2nd of March. Can I put a second dose down now and money shot the week before? Deb.
when on the first week
So
of March?
we've gone down 2nd of March. So we're a long way in.
Yeah,
so
that'll be
go
fine.
now.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then how far out away from? Yeah, and then you're a month out from May.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I used to be like, Money Shot doesn't take that long to work, but it does.
Well, it
5
depends.
days?
Or it depends. Like I put it out at my place for the
Next
golf
day?
day next day.
Yeah, it's funny. I put it out on my lawn, and I was going to send a fucking message to your chat because I didn't think it worked. And then like 3 or 4 days later, I'm like, and I think it got watered in the next day as well, which doesn't help because I'm still doing an hour and a half of watering a day at my house. Yeah, make sure you send in your comments about that.
Yeah, send them
What's
in.
that? 140 mil a week? That's about what we need, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about right.
Nathan Skaysbrook says, Dylan, I want a personal hello. Not sure why. I just do. Can you grab your microphone, please, Dylan? Say it in a
Hello.
radio. No, say it properly. Nathan, it's Dylan.
Nathan, it's Dylan. There's an echo in my microphone, so that was really awkward. How are you?
Hello.
I'll see you on the weekend.
Ooh, Palmsy76 says, I live in Ballarat, cold climate.
Total Tools. If you need your prem.
If you need something in a hurry, Total Tools Ballarat. I've almost memorized everyone's trading hours. All the Total Tools stores, they have varying trading hours, I can tell you that. Some open as early as 6:30 in the major cities. Most open at 7:30 till 5:30 Monday to Friday with a 9 till 4 Saturday and an 8 till 4 Saturday and a 9 till 2, 3 or 4 Sunday, depending on how big the city is that they're in. But I uploaded every single one of those Total Tools stores onto our website.
Well done.
Manually. I get no joy from anything. Moist. Brendan Matthews. Whoa, fuck, guys. No more questions. Kelvin Coffee. Chuck us a 12-month, 4-season calendar, like a summary of your 12-month program video. I can chuck it in the shed so I know what the fuck I'm doing. Well, you could do it in a book form.
You could. You could. Yeah.
But I don't know. I've been pretty vocal about how I think print media is dead. You could do one of the ones that you're on the website, and when you turn the page, it goes. We could use that. Sell that.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Clip it.
Clint, soundclint.com.
No, because he's paid the fuck out of me for months.
Do you remember
so,
when his first podcast?
Yeah.
Well, clip that one.
Yeah.
Clip that one. So shut the fuck up, Jonesy.
I was excited.
You know what? I was gonna say, like, if we couldn't work out what to do for this podcast or the next one, just to get the media team to just put together the funniest shit that's happened. Like, I was saying this to Rose.
Cody.
She's like,
that
just,
was the dog
just
guy's
do
name.
that. Just do that. And I'm like, it'd take the media team 10 hours to fucking find anything. So, or we watch the first podcast we ever did and like comment on it. Anyway, Bearded Sith, welcome to the chat. Still waiting for Jonesy's book.
We all are, trust me.
Nathan Skaysbrook, I have a massive. The chat is gone. Bearded Sith, can you put down too much Spartan? Too much Spartan.
I mean, it'd just be a waste, that's all.
So, no, you can't. Not if you're buying
Well,
it
you
at
can,
lawnhub.com.au.
but just
Stick to the instructions.
Stick,
They're there for a
stick
reason.
to the rate, yeah.
Nathan
don't want to get in trouble
Skaysbrook,
again.
A few weeks' time, I officially no longer have a lawn. I will again at some point. Speaking of people with no lawn that we don't hear from, what the fuck is Shane Benton up to? Surely he's back in the lawn game. More questions. I've got Brendan Matthews. I've got a few large bare patches on the back lawn. I'm located in Broken Hill, New South, fucking Wales, and the temps are still low to mid 30s for the next week or so. I want to buy some seed from your seed and use that.
Okay. Is it the same lawn variety? Because if you have a cooch and you're putting rye in those areas, it's going to look a little weird.
Oh, hang on. He's got the second half of the question.
Oh.
2. Your seed to use 2.
Oh, yes.
Fill the patches. Would you recommend to do that now or should I wait till spring?
If you want to have those bare areas filled in before winter, then yeah, do it now. We got germination out the front in 5 days. So.
Yeah. Also, just remember, if you're putting our seed down, you might find that it doesn't look like what you've got now. So just be aware it is a ryegrass seed. And if you have a kikuyu, you might not want to oversow rye. Has anyone ever done that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite popular.
Huh. Seems like a real stupid thing to do.
No, yeah, I mean, it's...
Just lost the rest of the people that don't believe in God. All right. Bearded Sis says hello. Why would you say hello after? Oh, hang on. I've gone way up in the chat. Nathan Skaysbrook, idea. Put in templates for people to add in their calculations. We will. It's just we are so busy selling fertilizer that we don't have much time to do much else. If you could see under the hood, and I know, Nathan, you've seen under Jonesy's hood, but if you could see under the hood of what happens here.
They got cut off at birth.
Ooh.
Oh, not that hood. Oh.
I was talking about the bonnet.
Oh, the bonnet of a car. Oh.
There's a lot going on.
So much.
Some of it we can't share. It feels like we're back in that whole there'll be 5 litre bottles soon, but.
Oh yeah, remember when we said that? Well, even more. There's even more now. This with what happened, what's going on now as well, on top of what's already going on. It's just fucking crazy. So, and that's not even an understatement. It's when people say, "Oh, we're so busy," and they've got 6 orders, and they take a photo on a flat top and upload it to a. Oh, not talking about that. Oh, okay. Yeah, just don't trust a lawn salesman with a shit lawn or something. Yeah.
Oh no, Jonesy's triggered.
But no, so much exciting things going on. We just need to make sure that we're focusing on the correct things, and so we can do the fun things later. Bit like your homework. Do your homework early so you can watch TV later.
Or
Or
have a good group of friends that let you copy their homework in the morning. Bearded Sith, what happened to the Glowerizer product? It's currently in development. Nathan Skaysbrook, any kikuyu seed yet? Trigger alert. I saw WaterPro has fucking seed bags of kai and something mixed.
Yeah, kike and rye.
When did that happen?
So there was a council in Adelaide that would buy it from another.
Yep. And they didn't want to go there.
They didn't want to go
It's
there.
the only thing that they didn't buy from us.
One of them, yeah. And they've been there for a very long time.
Yeah, they don't sell.
Well, they were selling, and then all of a sudden they weren't selling. So,
Bearded Sith. Oh, and what's your thoughts on that liquid death clunt? This is my favourite. Oh, actually, that's not fair. It's the one I drink the most of.
It is nice.
The mango chainsaw is pretty good. It just depends what kind of a mood you're in. But I am somewhat of a recovering alcoholic. Don't have it fully under control yet. And I would do some weird shit to get away with drinking right now. But you were thinking about blowing homeless dudes, weren't you?
No, I was just looking at our 100,000 plaque.
I've been thinking about the million a lot lately. I looked at our numbers the other day. It was 113 or something. I was like,
yeah,
a million's going to happen.
It will.
But I do like this. It's a good thing to have. It's a decent sized drink to murder your thirst, in their words. I don't know how healthy it is, but I guess it's probably a bit healthier than a double dry hop, triple oat cream fucking hand grenade. There's nothing in it.
Would you prefer this or a 100,000 subscriber on YouTube plaque?
Oh.
The 100,000 pin or plaque pin. What is it?
Yeah. 100,000 subs on YouTube would generate a lot more profit.
You don't see many of these around though.
No, that's easier for me to do, which sounds funny because I'd say a lot of YouTubers would love to know how to do that. But I don't know how to grow a YouTube channel.
We're trying.
We grew 400 or 500 last month. Yeah. Would you call it an exponential graph? Hashtag university. Mixture of so Brendan Matthews, who was asking that question, said it's a mixture of kike and rice. So buy the seed, sprinkle it out. Use some got laid if you want. Nathan Skaysbrook, fuck, let me help then. He wants to be side quester. Bearded Sith, hello again. I'm going to fucking delete you from the chat. Nathan Skaysbrook, okay, I'm not reading these out. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right, cool. We've answered all the questions. We need to go. We've got to set up some discount codes to be sent out. We also have to set up the actual sale as well, don't we? Dylan, shut the fuck up. Where's my music?
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car. But
Do we have a party when you hit 5,000 subscribers? We're over 5,000, buddy. 6.5?
7,410.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Eat lots of chocolate.
Make sure you go to church.
Back lots of winners at the horses.
Pray to your God. Or others.
So you don't know these folks?
Where the other images.
They saying I drove a getaway car,
Here we go.
but I'm legally blind, so how I'ma drive a car?
So did you know what happened to the 73-year-old victim?
I don't know what happened. I just know what the police said.
It's a bit like Joe Exotic, a little bit.
100 likes and I'll grow it out.
I was legally blind. I could see barely, but I'm an innocent bystander.
Why did not hit the camera?
Just like the Malteser ad.
Yeah, it's the same one. It's probably a bit safer.
The Maltesters.
Oh my
would be
god!
out.
No, I didn't want Maltesters. I want Maltesers.
Yeah, the Maltesters and the Merry Teasers for Christmas.
I want a fucking IP Easter. An East PA.
I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah. See ya. Have a good Easter. Be safe. Don't drink.
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm in it.